All right. So.
It's been a long time since we had one of these out, isn't it?
It really has. And honestly, let's just be honest. We've just kind of gotten lazy about it.
Is that what you think it is? I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had a lot going on.
Yeah.
We have. We'll get into more of that later on.
At a better juncture.
But we've kind of just gotten lazy with our personal channel too.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. I mean, just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Real Shane and Melody.
No good stories of being hospitalized or nothing
Not
exciting.
this time.
No. No sickness.
One thing that we have, I mean, we've had a lot going on. Like we said, we're kind of teasing a future conversation there, but I think that we've both had a lot on us. And one thing that we've both done to kind of decompress is got into watching old TV shows.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Would you?
I burped.
I know. Let's just start all over.
You could just... Okay. Start all over.
Yeah, it'd be too hard for me to find that probably.
I don't care.
Oh, you want to just go and burp in it?
Well, now we've talked about it too.
No, we haven't. Let's see. Give me 3. Okay, let's keep on going. Anyway, those old TV shows. Let's get back onto that.
I've had some coffee today. Okay, yeah. So we've gotten into watching some old TV shows, and mine has been, I've been watching a lot of the Waltons with my mom. I had never really like seen the Waltons, maybe like an episode here or there, but we just like started it from episode 1. We've gotten like really into it.
I watched it religiously as a child. My parents, I don't even think they liked it. I guess there's just so few options on TV.
Oh, I love the Waltons. I don't know how anybody wouldn't love
I liked
them.
it. I liked it a lot better than they did, I believe. I don't even know how I ended up watching it. It's just one of those things. I don't remember them ever talking about it, other than of course, Good Night, John Boy, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Are you watching it from the very first season on, or?
Yeah, we've got. I think we've just started like season 3.
Okay.
Like when I'm at her house and we just have like chill time after church or whatever. We'll watch the Waltons.
Well, there's nothing like those old shows, man. They give you the good morals and.
Yes, and me and you were talking about this, that everything you watch nowadays is horrible. There's cussing, there's just immoral stuff on there, so it's just nice to watch an old TV show that doesn't have any of that junk.
I know, and they try to push you to how you should think and everything else.
Yeah.
And everybody's got an agenda.
And old shows kind of did that with morals. Yeah. Though.
Yeah, they'd slip in something that's indisputably good.
Yeah.
Like doing the right thing when it's easy to do the wrong thing.
Exactly. So, where did that turn happen?
Yeah, I know, because you go back to Andy Griffith Show, all those things, they just had good universal truths.
Yes.
Not divisive, or we're trying to make, whatever.
No.
I mean, I know we've talked about this before, but, obviously they're not perfect. They could have had better racial diversity and all this stuff that everybody's trying to do, but...
You know what, though? I mean, I don't really see that, because there was people of color on Andy Griffith's show. There's people of color on the Waltons. I mean, like the Waltons, I said it's funny because it's like this tiny little place, Waltons Mountain, but they have like different people that they are like close to that they feature in each episode. Yeah. And I mean, sometimes there are like black people on there and stuff, so I think that they've just made a bigger deal about stuff now.
Yeah, well, maybe mine's more, and yeah, mine is more, I watch a bunch of cowboy shows, and there's almost never anybody on there, but they do even still speak to that a little bit. It's kind of funny and kind of corny, but like, they almost always have an Indian on there, and it's kind of the same thing they do now. Yeah. And believe me, God knows I'm not one of these pushing. It doesn't have to be one of this and 2 of those and 3 of the others on the show. I can't stand that, actually. I think it makes perfect sense to be an all-white cast or all black.
Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's just more realistic.
Yeah, it's just true story. So I mean, I'm definitely not pushing that, but I can see how every time we mention these old shows, somebody pops their head up. Well, yeah, what about this and that? I'm like, you know what? Go jump in the creek. Like, I'm talking about the truths that they talk about, the morals.
Yeah.
And I just think it's indisputably good stuff.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite thing about the Waltons? Why do you like it so much, other than that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a hard job. It's difficult a lot of days. It wears you down. It's just nice to have something like calm with good morals about family, and I don't know, it just is very relaxing at the end of the day or whatever. But yeah, I really like the family values that it has, and just, they valued God and hard work and family, and I just wish that more stuff was like that nowadays.
Well, and I watched Little House on the Prairie, which is similar.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid.
Yeah, I did too.
It was the exact same thing about, it made you value family and friends and neighbors and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that? And where would you go to find that now? Is there a show out there that even attempts to do any of that now? Real Appalachia. Well, then you put us on network TV then.
I mean, I think that's why a lot of people have made the switch. Like, we hear a lot of people say they don't watch cable anymore. They gave up their cable and they just watch YouTube and like our channel, of course, if you're watching this, and some others that you have interest in. And I'm a lot the same way. Like, I either watch old shows or like YouTube for the most part. I mean, there's some newer shows that I watch, and
I literally don't watch a single new show. I just realized this the other day, I didn't even think about it. I don't watch any. I watch sports, and I watch old Western type stuff.
Yeah.
And occasionally a movie.
If you do, you just have to like make peace with the fact that you're going to see some stuff like you don't agree with or you don't like or whatever.
We've lived our whole life that way. You just have to adapt. But at some point, I'm just got so sick and tired and fed up with it. It's like, I'm not buying into this nonsense and agenda programming crap that they're trying to do now. And it's like, I don't like these shows. And then when I start watching them, I realize how much better they are.
Oh, yeah.
Because you think the 50s and 60s, when I'm watching my shows, they had to do a lot more with, had better storylines, camera angles, music, acting. It was a lot more involved.
Yeah.
And so I get sucked in. Well, you've seen me get sucked in. My show's rawhide. And after an episode or two, I put my cowboy hat on and I'm riding out there with them.
He does, it's funny.
It's fun. It's my thing.
He gets into it.
But, and it's truly inspired me, though. Like, I love, of course, Clint Eastwood's on there, and he's Rowdy Yates.
I've never really been into, like, the Westerns, but I do love Clint Eastwood.
Maybe you should check it out.
Maybe I need to watch some of it.
And there's Gil Favor Trail Boss, and I try to think like him nowadays. I try to make decisions. What would Gil Favor Trail Boss do?
Yeah, and get him a little bracelet, like they had the WWJD back in the 90s that you'd wear.
What would GF TV
D? Yeah.
Because I do. It's like, this guy, because he always, he's standing for, and a lot of times it's been so easy to do wrong, and nobody would know the difference. But now, man of principle, morals, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to treat people the right way. He lost his job as trail boss the other day. Yeah. And he took the demotion and did the right thing and was an honorable man. And I've learned a lot from that man. Yeah. The one thing that bothers me, though, I watch a lot on Pluto. And which I endorse. It's free, and you can watch all you want to. And they've got a few ads they slip in on you, but they'll slip in some dirty ads on you, though.
They do.
I was telling you one the other day, I don't even want to talk about it on here. It's so gross. It's like, but it's like, I'm coming here to run from this very type of thing, and now a commercial got me. I
know. I mean, like, it's literally everywhere.
Yeah, it's polluted. Yeah. Just, so I guess I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you told me about that one, and it's like disgusting. Like, nobody even wants to like talk about. I don't know why that they would make a commercial about that, and it's like a simple product they're trying to sell. It's like, I just don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And there got to be. I think most people that are watching.
It's like a razor, right? I mean, like, there's like a million ways to sell a razor, and they have to bring up a disgusting, like.
This razor's not for your face. I don't know what else we're gonna tell you.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
But I was watching it, and got my little daughter and stuff. I don't want.
I know. Yeah.
Throwing words around that I don't want to hear, and she don't need to know. And the whole reason I'm there is to watch
something
good quality.
Good quality TV. Yeah, I watched an episode of the Waltons the other day. It was where Grandma and Grandpa got mad and they moved out of the house, and like the kids were so upset, and little Elizabeth, she's the baby and she's all spoiled and stuff, and she's like, but Grandma cuts my food in at night, and she's like, I need her, and like all the kids are just missing their grandparents. And I just think about a lot of kids nowadays, they they gotta have like their tablets, their phones. They're not getting out and playing together like these kids did. They don't want to go visit their grandparents. I mean, it's sad. So.
Yeah, and it's funny. I think there's a secret society of people like us. I told you the other day, I showed up at work and found out my cousin, he started pitching a show to me that he'd watched. I had no idea he watched any of this either. And he watched Have Gun Will Travel, and I started getting hooked on that now.
There you go.
They're 30-minute episodes for one thing, and then the guy, Paladin, he's just so cool,
I have to say, like, my babysitters, I called them Mama and Papa, even though they weren't blood relation to me, but they had me. I know you've been surprised, like I know a lot of these old shows, but that's what they would have me watch. I would watch cartoons some, but I mostly watch like old shows. Like I watched Petticoat Junction with them and Green Acres, and my favorite was always I Love Lucy, and they would call me Little Lucy because I would like act out all these like funny scenes after watching her, I guess. And
that's hilarious.
Yeah, like I just love the old shows, and now I've gotten back into them.
Well, same with me. And then when like you pull Petticoat Junction, I feel like I've seen almost every episode, but they're just, I hadn't seen them so long as they're new to me again.
Yeah, you can go back and watch different stuff. And I would watch Andy Griffith's Son, but I didn't really like it as much as a kid. I like it more now. I appreciate it more now. Yeah. And I'm probably like that with the Waltons more than I would have been liking it as a kid. So
I liked it as a kid, but and some of it was gripping. My other cousin Matt was talking about in his house. It was like, I don't know if we can keep watching Little House on the Prairie. They had that episode where Wagon Rick and the girl went blind or whatever, and it's like it was like running his kids through the ringer,
Yeah, I know. That's funny because I said something to my mom about that. I was like, I just hate that they made her go blind. She's like, she went blind in real life. It was a real thing. And I'm like, well, still.
Every now and then too, like, well, not every now and then, every time I get a bloody nose, I think of poor little Albert. He got that's how he found out he had leukemia, I think.
Oh, yeah,
every
that's
time I'm thinking, what if I got something?
I know. It's true. It's sad.
So they weren't all sunshine and roses. They'll run you through the ringer, but that's part of what you love.
Yeah, but I mean, it's life lessons and it's real stuff that happens,
Well, I understand too, like I know you don't like them, but those westerns were just wildly popular, and there's probably, it seems like there's 20 shows. You could go on and on and on about Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bajillion of them.
Yeah, the one I called Papa, that was my babysitter. He loved Gunsmoke.
Yeah, and I love Gunsmoke. Fester and Justice and all those. But, you'd think, how many different daggone episodes can you have of western?
Yeah.
Apparently millions. These all have these little twists and hooks, and they're just, some of them are about like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. They'll have a little twist you don't see coming. It's like, man, how did they write so well and act this great? It's just great stuff.
All right, yeah, I know.
And I'm only in up to season 3 of Rawhide.
I know, and the same with the Waltons. There's like 9 seasons, and then they got like Christmas specials and weddings, like where they get married. And
I was joking. I think I told you, I was like, I think I saw that there's 216 or 217 episodes of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm watching them all. And I thought I was joking, but now I'm already like 30 episodes deep already. And I'm like, you know what? I'm committed. I'm in for.
Yeah.
I watch more now.
Well, there's like 20 some episodes of each season of the Waltons.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so there's a ton. I'm in for
the rest of your life, yeah.
I know. I love it. It's so nice.
I'm already dreading the end of it. Like that last episode, it's like, oh man, this is gonna hurt.
I know. We've already said, I guess when we finish that, we'll have to start ours back over on the Waltons, because it's when I'm like with her, so we just get to watch like a few episodes a week anyway. So it'll be a while, but.
What gets you too is like the Waltons. There's not too many. So that and Little House on the Prairie kind of overlap. I mean, in a way. I mean, they're a little bit similar.
Yeah.
I think it's family stuff, but there's not that many. There's like, at least I've got plenty of westerns I can swing to.
Yeah, that's true.
But boy, those family ones, that's a little different.
I know it is. It is a little bit different, but I love those. I love the Munsters.
Yeah, I love that too.
I love that.
I like the Addams Family, all that stuff.
Yeah, I like the Addams Family too.
I think I like the Munsters better though, because.
Yeah, I like the Munsters better. I like the movies of the Addams Family that come out like in the 90s when I was a kid, like Christina Ricci and stuff. I like those better than the old show, I think.
And of course, talking old shows, it just goes without saying. Of course, Andy Griffith's show is just wonderful. But
I loved Herman because in the Munsters, like talking about liking it better than the Addams Family because he was just like so jolly. He was like this jolly monster. I love that. What was the niece's name? Like she was a weird one. Like she was out.
Oh yeah. What was her name?
I cannot think of it now.
That's terrible.
I know. Anyways. Lily. No, that
Lily
was the wife. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
That's
what
gonna wear
was
us
it?
out. Why do we always do this?
I know.
Hanging in the corner.
And then we're gonna get off topic.
Yeah.
Trying to think about it.
Oh,
yeah. But anyways, I would love to hear from you guys and hear what old shows are your favorites, and you can suggest maybe some new ones that we haven't watched.
What are we missing? Because we're definitely which we've got a ways to go, but we'll be looking soon before.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I'm up to 2 now. I watch Have Gun Will Travel and Rawhide almost every night of my life if I can.
Yeah.
And if I don't, if I can't squeeze them in, I get depressed.
Yeah, I've been watching Petticoat Junction at my house.
Yeah. And that's like 30 minutes.
Waltons when I'm at mom's.
How long's the Waltons? They're an hour long.
Yeah, they're an hour. Well, I guess they had commercials back then, so they were like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Rawhide. It was 50, but they run the commercials on Pluto, which is how I watch it. It's like, daggone it, it's an hour. You're in.
Yeah.
Committed. But anyway.
I got distracted by a yard sale. I was trying
we may have to pull around then.
Look what they had.
Might be a good place to wrap this video up then, mightn't it?
I think so. But anyways, y'all let us know what you think.
Yes.